Today we are going to create our second scene. In this scene we have a conveyor with two sensors at the left hand position, at the right hand position. We are going to use these two sensors and look into sensors. How can we use sensors in our factory IO industry design? Okay. Along with these sensors I have this control box. Okay. In this control box I have two pots for automatic speed of the conveyor and for jog speed. Okay, I have two indicator which will show conveyor left and conveyor right. Along with this, two jog buttons, okay, which will override the automatic control of conveyor. So in this design, here is one sensor, photo sensor, and at the right hand side here is an another sensor. So let's look into it how we can create this scene in our factory IO. So we will go to file and create new. Okay, to create in this scene, go to palette and select your elements. So first we need a conveyor. Okay, I'm selecting here two conveyors. One is 6 meter of length. Okay, to rotate it, right click, yeah. Okay, now it is in along with the length alignment. I need another conveyor because this length is quite too small, or you can go with this. Okay, let's say just go with this one. Now what do we need? We need sensors. Okay, so you can scroll down or you can just select your sensors. Here we have different types of sensor: capacitive sensor, diffuse sensor, inductive sensor. Okay, sensor array, photo, okay, RFID reader, and vision sensor. So we are going to look into this reflective sensor, diffuse sensor, and capacitive sensor. Let's just, so how to select a sensor? Just drag and drop it. Okay, press V to raise the level. Okay, now it's somewhere on my, now I have placed my sensor. See, its alignment is in horizontal direction. I want it aligned to in this direction, transverse. So select until you get this array, okay, grid pattern. Do not move it, otherwise what will happen, it will just rotate on its axis. Okay, grab it. Once this axis is available, you can move it. Now to rotate in this direction you can use either one of them. Okay, you can scroll down along with the axis, or you can select and yaw. Okay, it's 90 degree, quick and easy. Here this line, this red line, what does it indicate? It indicates the extent of range. Okay, this photo sensor has a range to up to here, which extends the width of the conveyor. So what will you do? You'll grab it and reduce this distance. Okay, now this is a photo sensor, so it will not work on its own standalone. Okay, we need a reflective element to work with this sensor. So what's that? This is the reflector. Okay, quick grab it, and now we need to align it along this. Okay, right click, yeah, and see, it's not moving. Hold it, and once the grid is available, move it. Now this range is here. Okay, see, this range exceeds this photo sensor, so I can drag it some further distance behind. Now now it's too far. Slight adjustment, and this is okay. So this is how a photo sensor is placed. Okay, now let's look at a diffuse sensor. Essentially these two sensors are both optical sensors and work similar way, but To work with photosensor, you need a reflector and it acts as an NC switch. When there is no object in between here, okay, when there is no object in between here, it is on. But diffuse sensor, because there is no object in its range, it is off. So it acts as an NC switch, it acts as an NO switch. You can use either one of them, however you are liking. I particularly like to work with diffuse sensor because I do not have to worry about a reflector or NC switch which has an opposite of NO switch, standard NO switch. So I select diffuse sensor. Okay, again hold it. Once you see the grid, move it, otherwise it will rotate on its own axis. Right click, yeah, you can use this shortcut key from keyboard as well, no need to all the time. Right click. Okay, now here it is, just a little bit further. Okay, now extend this its range. Now extend this range to this. Okay, so we have selected one is diffuse sensor and one is reflective sensor. Reflective sensor act as an NC switch and diffuse sensor act as an NO switch. When it detects an object, it will be on. When it detects an object, it will be off. Okay, and let's just see also capacitive sensor. So how does a capacitive sensor work? Capacitive sensor acts for a very short range. Okay, it has such only a short range of distance. If it detects an object in this range, it will trigger an on signal. So it's similar to the inductive sensor. Also, it has a very short range. So these two are sensors we will use for a close range, like detecting at the end of the assembly line or some different object. We will use for this close proximity. We will use for large distance proximity, diffuse sensor and photo sensor. Okay, let's just remove it. Okay, so I have taken two sensors. See, my conveyor direction is in this direction, so it is my forward and this one is my reverse. Okay, let's just look into one more thing. Select both of them. Okay, now right click and make it as a group. Once you make group, this essentially both object act as a one, so you can drag and drop them simultaneously in any direction or any place. My conveyor, I need it for both forward and reverse, so digital plus and minus. Last time you used it. You can also use analog. So once you use analog, how it will act? See, analog, it has a 0 to 10 voltage. If it will be plus maximum 10, it will be move at full speed in forward direction. If it is in minus 10, it will move with full speed in reverse direction. Okay, here I have changed its property, so it is post released it. Now it will be controlled from the external. Okay, so what do we need for that? We need an box. Okay, so items, I just place a box here. Now I want it in this direction orientation, so simply here. Okay, it is in this direction and in some middle. Okay, now what to, again we need to create our control box. So go to operators, select a column. You can place it anywhere however you like. I'm just placing it in the adjacent corner. Okay, let's just rotate it in this direction. Now my electric switchboard. Okay, raise its level by pressing V. Now move it along. See, it's set. Now what do we need? I have shown two ports. For one is for auto speed and one is for jog speed. Okay, I have selected two ports. You also can copy it or drag and I just used. Okay, let's make them two as a single group and raise their level. Okay, here it's okay. Now what do we need? We need two light indicators. So we have here two light indicators. Okay, raise down level. Okay, now just drag and copy. Okay, let's make them to us a group as well and raise their level. Okay, now we need two push buttons for left and right, jog left and right. Drag it, raise level down. Okay, you can also see in the grid pattern where is the object's level. Okay, eye level. Now let's change their name. So it is potentiometer 0. I want it to for auto speed. Okay, this one make a little oblique so you can see all the names. This one is potential 1. I know jog speed. This one is my indicator, so I want it for conveyor forward. When conveyor is moving forward, this light should be on. Okay, this another indicator conveyor at the reverse. So these push buttons also have light, so you do not need to make them light or given them name. You can just ignore them. Okay, so this one is start button is jog right. Okay, and this one is jog left. Okay, remove them from here. Okay, so here is our, okay, now forget one more thing, this sensor. Okay, I say let's, this is left limit. See, it's an NC switch. This one is right. Okay, if I drag this object in between here, you can see it's off because there is no reflection back of this light, so it is an on indicator, but as it is an NC switch, it is an off here. As soon as I move it back, reflection is getting, and it is an on indicator. That's it for today. Next we will see how to control this our industry design through various control systems like Mitsubishi and Siemens. I have two particular systems. I will work with both. Okay, save your file. Let's say scene 2. You can also add some description. Okay, save. That's it for all today.